there and welcome. My name is Peter Morton and I am part of the Radical Imagination project. In this little series of videos we're going to explain how to use open source software, how to install it on your computer and how to use it. And we will be looking at the many reasons of why you would want to do this. We'll be looking at all the different aspects of open source software and what they have to offer you, such as creativity, such as freedom, such as economic value, and the most important, security. So in this video we're going to be explaining the basics. In the following videos we will show you just how creative it can be, and also we'll show you how to get help and support, not only online but at local groups.
Stuff here I was looking for.
Sorry mate.
You can get this to work with like a contemporary system, then I consider this a success. Thanks mate.
Hi Peter, how you doing?
Not too bad at all.
So what are you going to talk to us about today? This simplicity of open source?
Well, it's very simple. One memory stick, or in this instance we've actually got it on a micro SD card. So that's all you need for an operating system these days. So
an operating system meaning how your computer runs?
Yes, the replacement for Windows. So if you don't want to spend £200 on Windows, you can get this for the cost of your memory stick or your memory card.
So you're going to show us how easy it is to use this thing?
Incredibly simple. Starts with just find a USB port that's available, plug it in, turn on your computer. It's as simple as that. The system should recognise that it's there.
How do you get that?
So if you search any search engine and you put in Pixel space OS, now that means Pixel operating system.
And you're going to show us how to do that?
I certainly will. I'll actually use Pixel to show you how to find Pixel.
So you're going to show us how to put it on that pen?
Yes.
And then how to plug it into your computer and
yes.
use it? So to download our operating system, simply put Pixel OS into a search engine. We have Pixel for PC and Raspberry Pi, and here we will download the operating system. And the main thing here is these simple lines. Simply download the image, burn it onto a DV or flash it onto a USB stick and boot straight into the familiar Pixel desktop environment on your PC or Mac.
So right now that's it. It's now running Pixel. So right now we're loading Pixel onto the computer. There is no configuration. You don't have to type anything. It will come up with a desktop that everyone's used to. You move a mouse, you click a button. It's exactly what everyone's used to, whether it be going onto the internet for Facebook or using the free and open source version of Office or non-linear video editing. we have the opportunity to use any of the open source software to create whatever our imagination desires.
So basically what you've done here is you've got a whole operating system on that wee pen.
Yes.
It's not going to interfere with anything else that's on your computer.
This computer is running Windows 10.
And you can use this stick
at
and
any
when
time
you're finished
you want.
with it.
Turn
you
the
can take it
computer
out
off,
again.
take it out, and you've still got your Windows 10.
So if somebody's, say the kid was doing homework or something.
Well, see, this is where it really becomes an advantage, because the kid can use any computer at home to run the software and do their homework. Then when they go back into school the following day, they can plug that drive into any of the computers in the school and it will run the same operating system with the same files. So there's no compatibility issues, there are no security issues.
And you don't even need a computer, you only need that wee pen.
You only need that wee pen. You borrow anyone's computer, or even, as we kind of pointed out, defunct 10, 15 years old technology that you would find in the bin. This will still run it. So it will still give you access to the Facebook, the Twitter, but it will give you access to creativity software, where we have games, we have Office, we have the graphics manipulation programs for editing photographs. These are all things that, were you using proprietary software, would cost
What's proprietary software?
Well, proprietary software is where a corporation has dictated that that's their intellectual property and they closely guard it using the court and the criminal justice system to say that they own that thought.
There's basically stuff you have to buy.
Stuff you have to buy, and quite often it's very expensive.
But
A typical operating system's £200. A typical piece of productivity software can be thousands of pounds when you start talking about video editing.
So show us what you mean with these things.
So we've run through putting open source operating systems onto our £8 computer via the disk and the memory stick. Here we have the operating system being loaded onto a very small computer. We don't need these big laptops or power hungry machines. This is completely open source and it is as fully functional as any computer. You have internet, you have all of the applications that you would expect to see, Office, internet for mail and browsing, etc. We have games, we have education software, but we also have development environments that demonstrate to, especially to young children, how easy coding is and how to start communicating using the language of the internet, which for such a small part that you call a computer, we're used to seeing large boxes, power hungry, using lots of resources and very expensive. This is a £30 computer in hand, so you have a nice shiny little board that does absolutely everything that you want in a computer.
So the kind of support for open source resources is vast, because you're dealing with a community that's worldwide, with hundreds of thousands of people all contributing to open source software, updating it, and the internet's absolutely full of places that you can find out about open source, from beginners to advanced. So if you just put a search in and start looking for beginners' ideas in open source, you'll find loads of stuff. And hopefully we'll be doing some basic workshops at Kinnan Park and the Electron Club soon. There's people working software and hardware in open source, and there's groups that meet up in different evenings of the week. The Linux Club, and people who know about the technology, and there's a solder group, We do things about building things and radio and different things like that. So if you need any help with these kind of things or you're interested in that, that's what this place is here for. And it's been here for about 10 years. It's free. It's run by it's the same principles as CCA. It's a kind of open source arts institution. You know, everything in it's part of the idea about open source. You give things out to people and they develop things and they give you ideas back and you kind of share the development of different things. So this room has been, well, it's mostly computer stuff, like artists working in computer ideas, but it's opened up into different things where they have different groups who teach and learn about different aspects of IT and hardware. And there's also lots of other groups who don't do anything with computers, use it as a meeting room. So it's basically you join and you can actually, it's like first come, first served if you want to use it. So it's a great space for people, if you need to meet people in the middle of the town from different parts of the city, you can book it to have meetings, and you can also learn about open source.
Yeah, actually last year we talked about the Electron Club and talked about whether we should do some kind of collaboration. I think the thing about this space, about KPC, is that there is space here to explore these kinds of initiatives, and there's interest. You know, people are interested in these things. Once we get up and running with our little repair and reuse space, we're going to have Peter come in and do some workshops, hopefully multiple workshops, and one of those or several of those could be on using free and open source software and technologies.
And in the next video, we'll show you how to download software legally and free.